As we have got the Italian Grand Prix coming up this weekend, I wanted to look at the 2018 Ferrari versus the 2004 Ferrari and see which is quickest around their home track at Monza. Now, let's be clear, neither of these laps are going to be absolutely perfect. It's me driving after all, but I'm trying my best, and I did do multiple laps. I did about 10 laps in each car, and these were the best 2 lap times from each. Now, using standard setup, I'm using the DRS in the 2018 car, obviously using all the standard stuff in the 2004 car, but you can see the first lap time here in the 2018 car. Now, personally, I seem to have found it easier to drive the 2004 car on this track than the 2018 car. I'm not exactly sure why. It's kind of strange. You'd thought that the 2018 car, with all its extra downforce and just ease of drivability, really would be easier to drive, but for some reason I didn't find it that easy to drive around here. Maybe it was just because it's a tricky track to nail perfectly here, and this was the part of the track I was struggling with here in both cars, though. Getting through there, yeah, I made a slight mistake in the 2004 car. As I said, neither of the 2 laps are absolutely perfect, but they're good enough for a good comparison. At the end of the day, I'm driving both cars. I'm not really much of a differentiating factor really in this, that I'm the person that's still driving both of them. So, and the last corner, up to the start-finish line in the 2018 car. That's good stuff. Right, now let's go on to the screaming 2004 car, and let's see what the difference is going to be. So, across the line, up down to turn 1 here in Monza. Of course, we know this car is one of the quickest, if not the quickest car in the game. I think that really depends about which track and which scenario, but it's very close to the 2003 Williams in this game. If you didn't use the DRS in the 2018 cars, the 03 Williams and the 04 Ferrari would be the quickest cars in the game, and even then on certain tracks you're matching, if not even exceeding, the 2018 cars in terms of speed. And on the brakes here, shifting down through the second chicane, good exit there. And now this is one of the parts of the corners, the Lesmos, that you really struggle with this car, because it just doesn't have the downforce of the 2018 car. But it managed to hit the apex, managed to get on the power relatively early, and as we hit the DRS zone, of course we don't use DRS in this car. So now down this long back straight, and as I said, I made a small mistake here. I think I just slightly outbraked myself, slightly missed the turning point. I ran slightly wide. I have no idea how I didn't get a track exceeded for that, but I didn't. And this was still my fastest lap here. So I did lose a little bit of time there through running a little bit wide. I'm just really surprised that it didn't really count as a corner cut, because I did much lesser things and got corner cut penalties, which really annoyed me. And I did improve on certain parts of this lap on other laps, but I just couldn't put the whole lap together here. So up to the start finish line, it's a 1:21.166. So now we want to compare these cars side by side. This is going to be a pretty incredible side-by-side comparison here. Down to turn 1, they're both reaching speeds of nearly 350 kilometers an hour as we hit the brakes into turn 1. Swing right, swing left. They're pretty much identical through this first segment here, and building up the speed once again. I think we're slightly ahead, I'd say, possibly in the 2004 car here. It does have slightly superior top-end speed without the DRS. Of course, at this part of the track, you're not having the DRS, that's for sure. And as we hit the brakes, I'd say the 2004 car is just ahead, but the extra downforce of the 2018 definitely makes it gain through here. And I think we're probably still pretty much identical through here. The 2004 car is probably slightly ahead as we get the brakes through here. This should be pretty identical, and we're going to go into a DRS zone here, where of course the 2018 car should start to be gaining a bit of an advantage here. The top speed is pretty much identical between these two cars. And as we hit the brakes here, you can go a little bit wide in the 2004 car, but it doesn't make too much of a difference to swing right, swing left. Of course, the 2018 car is going to have more downforce. That's the reason why it will be able to carry more speed through that part of the track. Now down to the final corner here. How close is this? The 2004 car is slightly ahead as we turn into the parabolica. It's very, very close. Who's going to get to the start finish line first? This is very, very close. Is it going to be the 2018? Just about. I think the 2018 car snatches it just through the end of the lap. It had a superior lap time, and here we are down to turn 1. Top speed at the 150 meter board, 344 in the Ferrari 2018. And 345 in the 2004 Ferrari here. So incredibly close down to turn 1 here. And of course, the 2018 car has the DRS. That makes it really interesting to see that the 2004 car is still a bit fast here. Now this is the exit out of the first complex, and we're matching up to the curb on the right hand side. So kilometers an hour, that's what we're looking at here, 176 for the 2018 car, so that's not too shabby through the first complex here at Monza. Now we wanted to see the 2004 car, 174, so it wasn't able to carry quite as much speed there through the first complex as the 2018 car. I guess even though it's a relatively slow speed corner, the downforce did make a slight bit of difference through, and possibly the extra grip of the tyres in the braking zone. So now out of the second complex, 216 kilometers an hour for the 2018 Ferrari. So this is as we go under a banner, you can see the shadow on the track. So 216 and 221 for the Ferrari from 2004, meaning even though there's only a short straight after the complex, I guess that straight was just long enough to get a bit of an advantage over the 2018 car out of the corner there, the extra grunt out of the corner. So now the second Lesmo, we're looking at the apex here, and we're going 175 in the 2018 car. This is where it should theoretically have an advantage. So 175 for the 2018, but no, the 2004 car incredibly is carrying good speed through here. You'd think that even though it has less downforce, or theoretically has less downforce, it should be taking less speed through there, which is incredible. So the end of the straight here, so 338 kilometers an hour for the 2018 car here. Obviously having the use of DRS is going to be helping there, and 339, so once again the 2004 car is slightly ahead. This is quite incredible, actually. It is quite incredible. In most areas, the 2004 car is slightly ahead. So 246 through the second apex here. I can't really compare the first apex because I slightly messed that up in the 2004 car. So I'd assume it's going to be slightly down here. So 246 for the 2018 and 218 for the 2004 car. That's definitely showing where the downforce is making a difference there. And of course, I did make a slight mistake running a little bit wide, but I made slight mistakes in the 2018 car as well. So now at the start finish line, it's 314 for the 2018 car just before we hit DRS. So I should think the 2004 car is going to be faster. So 314, 322. So yes, it is a bit faster there for the Ferrari 2004. Now, the reason I made that slight mistake is because of the lack of downforce in the 2004 car. I think that is one of the slower segments on the track, and I think I must have just missed my braking zone by literally around a metre, and unfortunately made me not be able to take as much speed through that corner anyway, but I wasn't going to be as quick through that complex as the 2018 car anyway. It just maybe was slightly exaggerated, but I think overall it's a pretty close comparison. These two cars are incredibly closely matched. Now I'm going to let you look at these side by side without me speaking over them, and maybe you can leave in the comment sections down below what your opinions is. Which one of these cars do you like more? Which one do you enjoy driving more? And which one do you think is actually faster? Because they're so close, of course the driver might have played in a little bit of a factor in here. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. As always, guys, I massively appreciate it. If there's any more comparisons you want to see on the channel, leave it in the comment sections just there down below. More videos are to come. I'm going to the Italian Grand Prix at the end of this week, so I'll have to schedule some videos. So if there's any videos you'd like me to schedule, let me know in the comment section down below. Anyway, enjoy these two lap times. It's going to be side by side, so it's a nice little comparison. So thanks as always, guys. See you all around soon. It's been Alex and Maddie. Goodbye.